Hey everyone, welcome to Maximum Bat Speed. I want to do a video here on bat drag. Bryce Harper here and how to avoid bat drag. And one of the reasons why I want to do this follow-up video, I did one already. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend for you to see it. I believe that it will help you, and I've received many emails from a lot of people throughout the nation telling me that it's been very beneficial. So I want you, if you would, to go on there. If you haven't seen this one already, I'm sorry, if you haven't seen that one already, see that one first. But I'm going to show you a drill here that I believe will help you to have a better bat path, have a better or a correct bat path. And this drill right here, I have found that working this with my players, that it helps them to avoid bat drag. So anyway, let's get started here. The first thing I want to show you here with Bryce Harper here on the left and a college player on the right, that there's a way in which the body works, or it should work, in order for you to be quick to the ball. And what happens when you have bat drag, you don't allow your body to do that. And if you notice the player here on the right, you're going to see as he swings the bat, and I mentioned this in the other video, it just drops, it gets flat, and his swing becomes very linear. And it basically what he does is just lets the bat drag behind him, and there's really no power to it. And you can make contact and you can hit the ball, but you really deprive yourself of a lot of bat speed. You deprive yourself of a lot of opportunities, okay? And here with Bryce Harper on the left, you're going to see with his swing, he has a short, compact swing where he lets the bat just fall right into the strike zone immediately, and he just has a beautiful swing right here. This was a swing that he hit a home run in, and just beautiful mechanics with Bryce Harper. So anyway, the thing I want to explain to you in this video here, again, is a video on a bat drag drill, and I think this will help you. And I want to show you here what the drill is, okay? Once you set up and you get to heel plant, what I tell my players to do, and just when I always have my players do tee work, okay? It's very important that you do a lot of tee work, because that's where you fix your mechanics. That's where you take out all the kinks in your swing that are not working well. So anyway, what's going on here with Bryce Harper is this, okay? And this is the drill that I do. Once they get to this point right here when they're swinging, and they get to this point where the bat is going to actually get into the strike zone, I just basically, what I do is this. I tell them, just bring the knob to the ball, basically. And even though I don't agree with the knob to the ball as a drill, and you want the feeling of the knob going to the ball, but what actually happens is the bat, as it goes down where the knob is actually going down to the ball, like at a 45-degree angle like this, you're going to see how the knob is right here pointing this way, almost at a 45-degree angle. What actually is happening, if you get above Bryce Harper, you would notice that what's going on with his knob is actually going in a motion like this as he starts to swing, okay? It's more of a rotational. See that? It's a rotation. Even though coaches might say knob to the ball, it's fine to use that term as long as you know and you explain to your players what actually is happening. This is just the feeling, but what actually happens if your knob is going to the ball, it's definitely rotating. In other words, it's in a somewhat of a circle or a semicircle, as you can see that little line that I drew there, okay? So anyway, as we start to do this drill, what I do with my players, like you see here with Bryce Harper, I just have them do this over and over, okay? Just have them bring the knob to the ball, knob to the ball. And what this allows you to do, it allows you not to have what this player on the right is doing. And like if I was to tell him to do knob to the ball, okay, and once he gets his bat right here, you see his bat right here, now it's actually falling back and behind him. You see that? Now his knob isn't really going to the ball at a 45-degree angle. His is more of a horizontal. See that? His flight, or his way in which he's getting to the ball, is more of this angle here, instead of like what you see here in Bryce Harper. What I want to see is this in the drill, okay? And this is just the drill, okay? To get your body to be working in the right order, okay? And you can see here with Bryce Harper, and I'm going to show you this. I'm going to erase the stuff here, and I'm going to show you what's going on with Bryce Harper is this. As you can see, as like I mentioned, right here, it looks like he's bringing the knob to the ball, but again, it's going in a circle here, more of an orbit and around him, okay? It's going rotational, in other words. It's not going linear, okay? Linear would be what you see here with this guy on the right, where the bat is just going just linear. See that? It's just going linear right there, back and forth, linear. Bryce Harper is not doing that. What he is doing, again, he's basically just where he is right there. The knob would be pointing to the ball right there because, again, the angle in which the bat is coming in, you can see this is the angle, and the ball would be coming in here. And right now, for example, the knob would be pointing to the ball if it was coming in right there, okay? So anyway, you see this, all right? And the drill, again, you want to have your player just pump the bat right there. And what it'll do when they stop right here, you're going to see that the bat is doing exactly what should happen in a good swing. The bat's going to be hovering right there on the deltoid area, okay? Now, this player, because he's not doing this correctly, you can see, like if I was to have him do the drill and he were to bring the knob to the ball, see what he's doing right there, because he's going linear, and they're pretty much in the same place of the swing right now, but you see what's going on with his swing. His swing, again, is really flat right here, and again, the bat is totally disconnected from the deltoid area. So I would have this player on the right, what I would have him do, even though I would have him have a bent arm, but Ken Griffey Jr. had a pretty much ramrod straight arm, and he really was very well connected. But one thing Ken Griffey Jr. did in his swing that this gentleman's not doing right here is that Ken Griffey Jr. was doing pretty much what Bryce Harper's doing right here, where the bat was coming down. And again, if you look at Bryce Harper and do this with your own swing to avoid bat drag, okay, you're going to find that your bat will not be able to be falling back and behind you, and immediately you're going to get that bat going right into the strike zone where the bat's just in the deltoid area, okay? And again, you see where the bat's right there by the deltoid area, and again, this is just a drill. You just have your player pump that bat back and forth so he gets used to the bat getting right into the strike zone immediately, okay? And if you can see with Bryce Harper what's going on here, again, right as he gets the knob going to the ball, and even though it is rotational, it's not a linear thing, okay, and I can't emphasize that enough. This is just a drill, a feeling that you want so your bat does not leave the deltoid area. As soon as it gets to this point here where you have this kind of a knob to the ball feeling, the elbow's working up, okay, immediately your bat falls right into that strike zone, all right? And again, compared to the player on the right here where you see this is not happening. So this player on the right, I would just have him do what Bryce Harper's doing here and just pump, but he would be pumping more, again, at an angle like this, coming down this way. I hope this video helped, and I wish you well with bat drag, and thank you so much for viewing my channel. You guys please come back again.